Hello, welcome to the newfrogfear.com webcast, and we're taking a look at Final Fantasy XIV. Just going to dive right in. I'm actually playing this game at the moment, and Vilhelm is spectating. You there,
Yeah,
Um,
here I am, looking at your tiny, tiny man running in a, well, awfully familiar-looking forest that. None of the massive multiplayer games have this sort of forest. Ah, he's hideous.
um, you were just saying to me a moment ago. Oh, I don't want to get here. You were just asking me why I didn't make a new character. Because
Yeah.
that would seem like a sensible thing to do, I know. But I tell you why it is. It's because if I do that, I doubt I'll ever be able to log back in.
Oh, it's so full.
The game is so full, annoyingly full. Uh,
Okay.
and a friend of ours, Ogadai, he was trying to play. He's bought this game and he's been trying to play it all week, and he hasn't been able to make a character on the server at all that I'm playing
That's
on.
some strange-looking innkeeper there at the image.
Yeah.
Oh.
So where am I going? South. South.
So what the what are those meat-eating plant things that are not eating you?
These are
Meats, meat,
micro.
mitro,
Oh,
mitro. How do you pronounce that?
I've got no idea.
Mikroshu.
Yeah, that's it.
Mikroshu.
That's it. Your guess is as good as mine, really.
And now we have this guy slaughtering them.
Yeah. So
And they are peaceful plant folk that you're just killing for XP.
absolutely, yeah. Just to level up. Um,
How sad.
I'm playing a level. What am I? Level 22 at the moment. Conjurer. For some reason in this game, if you're a healer, you're not called a cleric or a priest or anything. You're called a conjurer.
Okay, fair
Uh,
enough.
and I'm trying to head down south to do my quest. Um,
I, I'll just call you still just creepy. I mean, that character is so creepy looking that it's made of nightmares.
well, he's a cute little guy. Do you want to? I'll take his hat off actually. I think it's only fair you see him without his hat. Or maybe I can. I don't know.
I don't know. I'm not sure if less clothing will make this any better. Uh, it's
There he
like
is.
something like from sort of like yeah. He looks like a Teletubby or something. It's,
He looks
uh,
like George Clooney, in my opinion.
George Clooney.
Yeah,
Are you
that's how I
playing?
modelled him
Am
on.
I looking at the correct video cast here?
Yeah, he's a silver fox.
The what?
A silver fox. That's what they're called. These handsome older people with the white hair.
Uh,
Um, so this is obviously the new Final Fantasy. It's only just come out after the old one was a bit of a disaster. The new Final Fantasy XIV, that is. And it seems to be really popular, or at least they have so many players that the servers have pretty much collapsed. And
yeah. That is a positive problem for the game developers, I suppose. Especially after the failure, I guess.
yeah,
I've never played the original, but from what I read from the net is that some of the artwork is the art assets are same from the first game. At least some of the art assets are same. Have you played the original?
I did. I played it very briefly. I played it in beta actually, and then
Does it look familiar at all?
well, although they have supposedly used a lot of the art assets, it doesn't even look that different to me. Some of the town and city designs are the same. You can tell when you get there, but
So the reuse is obvious to you, or
Well, yeah, it is actually. I mean, the art style is the same, but the design of the areas is different,
right?
and much better this time around.
So it's a bit like someone making a new module in Neverwinter Nights and just having the same art but just mixing it differently.
Yeah, yeah,
Are the races the same as in the first Final
yeah. I
Fantasy?
think the races are the same. You've got this little guy. He's called what is he? A Lalafell or something.
His name even sounds like a Teletubby.
Well, yeah. And so this is a sort of a public quest. What have I got to do here? I've got to kill these deer.
Fate joined, it says.
Yeah, it's a fate. It's like a public quest. It's called a action time event.
What is Fate joined then? What does that mean?
It's stands for I can't remember what it stands for. It's something action time event.
Okay, so Fate is short name for that or something. Or...
Yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Okay. Well, public quests are fairly. I presume they are fairly similar to something that we had in Warhammer Online, at least. Or...
Well, yeah, they are. Although all the public quests that I've seen so far only have one stage. I mean, in other games, you'll find that you first of all do one thing, and then another event begins, then another event begins. But in this game, they just have one stage. So here, we have to kill these poor little animals, and then that's it.
Okay, and XP for everyone, and yay!
XP for everybody, yes.
Okay.
Look at all these people. I really love this. I mean, perhaps it's just because the game... Oh, that guy got loot. I know he's doing crafting. Perhaps it's just because the game is new, or because the servers are so crowded, but there's lots of people around.
So, if we start with the basics, it has multiple servers, then not everyone is on one server.
Yeah, it has lots of different servers.
Okay, and are they divided? I presume this is an European release, or is it European and American release at the same time?
European, American, and actually Japanese as well at the same time.
And the servers are divided between the continents or something?
Yeah, but you can play on a Japanese server if you want to. It's easy for Americans and Europeans to play on each other's servers, but you can actually play if you're obviously if you're Japanese, you do it anyway. But if you're an American or European, you can actually play on the Japanese servers if you want to.
Well, that's nice, because I remember from some of the games actually disallow that.
Yeah.
And sometimes, especially between American and European servers, you know, I mean, typically people do have American friends in online communities, and it's really stupid if you can't play on American server or vice versa.
Yeah, I know. It's.
And I presume the same can be happening with people having Japanese friends or something like that. But I know the language barrier is bigger there, but still.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, yeah. Obviously, I'm sure there are people in England or America or whatever who have Japanese friends. But generally speaking, you go on games where everybody's mixed together, and everybody who speaks English, they just play together because who cares? You all speak English. You make friends with people, and then some other game comes out, and they say, "Oh no, Europeans here, Americans there." So all of a sudden you're told you have to split up and you can't play with your friends. So it's I agree, that's really annoying.
Yeah, that's true. Well, they seem to be doing this thing right then.
Yeah.
And some of the other basics, just to establish the so that I have the right idea, and possibly the audience also knows better about the game. It is subscription based, though, isn't it? So it's not free to play like many of the recent massive multiplayer games are.
No, they are making you pay, which is quite unusual nowadays. For
How much is it?
Oh, I don't know. I'm on my free month.
Oh, okay.
You get a free month when you start out.
So, but is it something like the usual 10 euros or something like that?
Yeah, I think it's the standard price. I honestly don't know. I probably ought to find out. But it's the standard, as you say. It's a monthly fee that people are used to paying.
Right. And so it will be interesting to see after the first month how many people stay.
Yeah, it will. But you know, it's a really well-made game. It's really well put together.
But so has been quite many games that have, come, but people just get tired of them after 3 months or something like that and don't feel like paying for it. Something like, The Secret World, for instance, is a really well-made game, but it was forced to change to the subscription-free model.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right. Well, it will be interesting to see how long it lasts as a paid-for game.
Because I might be wrong, but I would think that it is not sustainable model anymore.
Yeah, I kind of hope not, because I actually like paying for games, if you can believe that. I actually prefer, because if you don't pay, what am I meant to be doing this? If you're not going to pay, then you tend to have a system where it's kind of free, but actually they find ways to get money out of you.
Yeah, that's true. That's very true. And I understand that. But it just seems to be the reality that the people are more willing to pay in micropayments.
Yes.
For stuff like better clothing and new hats and stuff like that.
Yeah.
And possibly for new quests or something like that.
Absolutely. Well, you're right, but I would rather just have it all included in the price, and then just have everything in the game.
Right. But one thing that it does, there is one positive side, at least in my thinking, for the let's say pay-to-play model, or what is it? Not the subscription one, but the one without subscription.
Yeah.
Is that the developers are sort of forced to push new content in more steady pace compared to the one where you're subscribing, because they'll just think that you keep subscribing anyway, and then you're not forced to have small pieces of content in all the time. I mean, these some of the games do it like you have new pieces of clothing every week or something like that. So that's something new every week. But if you're just living and waiting for the next patch, it could be something like 2 months apart or something like that, and nothing happens in between. But
yeah, that's
of
true.
course, that's game to game. That changes from game to game, and this is not a hard rule. I mean, it doesn't mean that you can't do it with the subscription model too, but just something that I've observed in few games.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Anyway, what's happening in the middle of the village now?
Well, there is a guy.
Sit your foxy arse down.
Yes.
Is PvP or?
No. This is another one of those fates, public quest. There is a guy there.
Look down then. Yeah.
Sometimes you trigger a fate. So in this case, I spoke to an NPC. I started this fate off, and then obviously all the other players have all turned up to join in. So we're basically just all beating up this NPC here called Spencer of the Bottomless Cup.
So he's a town drunkard, and everyone is beating him up.
Yeah.
That's a healthy thing to do.
Seems a little bit unfair, doesn't it? There's, you can see that guy.
He's a strong. He's a really strong drunk.
Well, yeah, and look, all these really high-level adventurers and their armor and weapons taking ages to take down this one drunken civilian.
So either all the heroes are really weak, or this is really strong.
Yeah. One or the other. I'm
Right.
just going to turn down the volume a tiny bit. I just wonder if people will be able to hear us.
Okay, I'm hearing you clearly, but for the podcast reasons, I have to have the game sound off because otherwise I would be hearing myself.
Yeah. There we go. Well, if you have the sound down, and that means that you can't have heard, it did a little victory. So do 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 do
Yeah, I did it.
do.
So there was.
It does the famous music from Final Fantasy VII after you
Okay.
win a fight. But you
Right, then
never.
what's the thing next to you now?
That
Uh,
is a summoned creature. That's one of the classes fights using its summons. And what you can see now, obviously, is a mount. And in a second, I think you'll see another mount. So yeah, it's a chocobo. So yeah, there's no horse. Well, I don't know if there are horses. There are unicorns in this game. I don't think you can actually ride a horse. You ride chocobos, which are these little things here.
yeah, the bird
The
things.
bird things, yeah.
Austria. Well, they sort of look like ancient birds from prehistoric times. And I know, yeah, I suppose they're familiar from the Final Fantasy series too, which I have to admit that I'm not overly familiar with this whole thing because I've been so much PC player myself that I'm not overly familiar with this mainly console series. So
Yeah, I'm shocked that you are not familiar with Final Fantasy though. As an avid gamer, which I know you are, and you've never played
yeah,
Final Fantasy VII.
no, I haven't.
That's just amazing. It's like saying that you've never seen Star Wars.
What is Star Wars?
Uh, Final Fantasy VII is just a classic game. I'm trying to zone us into a little dungeon. As you go through the game, every so often you have a quest that takes you into a dungeon. In this case, actually, it's not a full-blown dungeon. It's just a single big fight,
Right.
which they call a test.
Okay. Just to understand this bit better, how many levels are there in game? I'm just looking that there's level 35, some sort of card there.
I think it's 50 levels, but
Okay.
that's only for one class, obviously. So each character can play any class.
Okay.
You
And
play,
it seems that there's guilds too, because there was some sort of letters after some of the names there.
yeah, that's right. What you'll see here is a cutscene. It's pretty good fun. I've seen it before, but I think
Let it play.
yeah. Um,
So you can choose dialogue there or something.
no, it's just you just click on the dialogue to
Okay, right.
go through it. So your character, you choose a class when you start out. Once you get to level 10, you're able to choose other classes, and in fact every single class in the game. But every time you change class, and you change class simply by equipping the relevant weapon, because each class has a specific type of weapon. Each class levels separately. So I could change his character to a different class, but he go down to level 1 because I haven't actually begun leveling up the other classes yet. And then you get jobs, which are kind of like prestige classes, which are a combination of different classes. So for example, if I play an archer and I get him up to level 30, if I also then play a pugilist, which is kind of a monk, a boxer type class, I can then qualify for a third class, a special job it's called, which would be a bard. So you can play any class in the game, well any basic class in the game, But then certain classes, if you level them up enough, you can combine them to play a special job, which is like a prestige class. You open up new classes that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah. It does. I'm just looking at the cutscene here. Big demon thing.
Yeah. Well, this is Ifrit, who is a sort of traditional part of Final Fantasy. He appears in a lot of games as a big monster.
So this demon is in many of the Final Fantasy games.
Yeah, I mean often as an ally, as a creature that you can summon, but he's a traditional feature in all the Final Fantasy games. Well, a lot of them.
Right. So this is just a standard mod. This is not a character per se. It's just one monster among the. I mean, this is not like a named demon or something. It's just a monster.
No, this is a specific thing. I mean,
Okay.
I'm not sure what he is because it may be different in different games, but
Okay.
he's a summon or whatever he's called in this game.
So, how did you end here? Just by accepting some sort of quest, and you were
Yeah,
summoned
because
here.
I've done the quest before that sends me here.
Okay.
I can now teleport back here anytime I like. The game
Alright.
just sort of sends me back. It's not very logical in a way, but that's what happens.
And are these three people here with you? Are they NPCs or?
No, these are other players. One of them is taking ages watching that cutscene, failing to press the button to move on. But the game matches you to a party, so you get up the top here in a little green icon of a tree. That's me, I'm the healer. And then the blue icon of a cross swords, that's a tank of some kind. And then the red icons are DPS, damages. So
Right.
the game matches you up, but I'm pretty sure I have a nice easy task.
And is there any way telling if these people are in cutscene other than they're not moving?
Yeah, because it said at the top in cutscene, viewing cutscene. But now this guy is here he is. Oops.
Okay.
I'm going to have to pay attention to this a little bit actually, it's a bit hard.
Alright.
Oh. I'm failing. What the hell? Oh dear. We seem to have a pretty terrible tank here.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Lovely animation, by the way. It's really nicely. It looks really nice.
it may be my fault for sort of overhealing a bit, I don't know, but
You're not doing very well.
well no, it's because I'm tanking this boss and I'm not capable of tanking it. Oh, there we go, at last. Oh, bugger. May actually die here, which would be very embarrassing.
Mm-hmm. Well, at least it's a big demon. Or Efreet or whatever. Looks demon from it. Demon to me.
Yeah, I shouldn't be too... I mean, I've never played a tank in this game. It might be hard for all I know. I'm getting aggro, which in fairness, right at the start of this encounter I was sort of overhealing as they say. Oh, bloody hell. But even so...
Oh. Oh.
we're gonna die because they need to kill the ad in the middle, and they're failing to kill it.
Okay. Oh,
So I thought this would be a wonderful thing to. I thought this would be a good thing to show you because we'd have a good fight, but no. Right, let's try again. What we need is for this tank.
Hurt Bride is defeated by Ifrit. Well, I suppose it's a fitting name.
We need this tank to keep aggro, and then we'll be fine. No! Already!
We'll see how this will end. So the text appearing in the middle of the screen is just the chat bubble of the Ifrit, I presume.
Yep.
As I can't hear the voice, the sounds, is he also voice act or?
No, there's a limited amount of voice acting in this game. There's sometimes it's voice acted, but less often than you might expect.
All right. Yeah.
Oh no! Don't do that! Don't do that!
That's slightly surprising, as voice acting is sort of standard almost now in every big release.
Yeah, I don't know why there's limited voice acting in this game.
Well, budget could be a reason, I suppose.
Well, yeah, but but it's a game who clearly does have a large budget.
Surrender thyself to the fires of judgment.
So we need to kill that infernal nail in the middle.
Right. Your YouTube comments are popping on the screen.
Yeah, I know. Oh, okay, okay. Looks like we're probably going to win this fight.
Thy soul shall burn for eternally. Thou art strong, mortal. This demon does like his Shakespearean English.
Yeah.
Which I approve. I'm just doing for the demon's voice acting for you because if it's missing, so you can have more lively that battle. So now it looks like you're on winning side here.
Yeah, I think we are going to win.
So this whole dungeon thing is just one battle.
This is just one big battle, yeah, and it's called... In the game, these big battles are called tests, rather than dungeons.
But do they have dungeons still to as well?
Yes, there are dungeons. Dungeons are actually kind of hard. They take a little while to do.
Okay. Now, let's see how this ends. Okay. Didn't go well for the demon this time.
And here
And
I
now your
pick up.
creepy guy is looking at the stone that it. Well, this just reminds me of Diablo here.
Well, it's very Final Fantasy. Final Fantasy games tend to have crystals. Crystals always play a big role, one way or
Right. Well,
another.
I don't know who's copying who then, but just the Diablo games always had the gemstones or whatever in the main
Oh,
demons
I'm pretty sure that
or soul stones, whatever they were.
I'm pretty sure that. Look at my. He's so cute. I'm pretty sure Final Fantasy came first.
Right.
And we may get some loot at the end of this, although whether it's going to be anything good for me. So there's quite a detailed story. You know, it's a game. I mean, I'm clicking through the text and not giving you time to read it really, but
So none of this is voice acted.
no, not
Okay.
this, not this scene. Uh, there's a lot of text throughout the game, a lot of cutscenes, a lot of story. Characters that you meet to reoccur, who come back. And who's this? This looks like the reveal of a villain. Although often in Final Fantasy,
Two villains.
yeah, often they mislead you. You first of all get a villain, and then later on you
You
discover.
notice that they're not villains or something, huh?
Yeah, or maybe they are, but they're not the real villains. You know, they're not the real villain has yet to reveal himself
Or herself.
or herself.
Alright. Oh, lovely cutscenes. It seemed like the companions that you had in the battle were not shown in the cutscene at all.
No.
So it's like you're doing it solo, but in truth you're not. Okay, and here's the exit from the area, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe there is no loot. Oh well, never mind. For some reason I seem to remember there's loot, but
Maybe someone took it already, or is it...
no, it has quite a good loot system actually.
Alright.
Whereby if anybody opens a chest, it automatically goes
Alright.
into to a roll.
Alright, well I guess that's standard for these games anyway these days.
Yeah, yeah. Now I know. I mean, obviously, Vilhelm, you're viewing this on Twitch, and so it's streaming live to you as you see it. People who watch this video will see my recording on Fraps, which will be higher quality. But from what you can see, what do you think of the graphics? I think it looks pretty nice. I think it looks quite beautiful, really.
Yeah, it's nice looking. I mean, if it's less stylized than Arcanades was.
Yes.
It's more sort of well, realistic is perhaps wrong words, but anyway, less stylized than that.
Yeah. It's not cartoon. Well, not very cartoony.
Yeah, not. Well, it has its fantastic element to it, of course, but yeah, not as cartoony could be a good word, I suppose. What would you say? I mean, because I'm not seeing this on full resolution, it's a bit hard to say. But which one is more beautiful, this or Arcanades?
I oh, it's a tricky one. I think I probably would say Arcade, just
Yeah, it was
because.
pretty nice looking, I have to say. Even if the art style wasn't completely for me, but still it was nice looking.
Yeah, it was pretty spectacular. I think. So, yeah. So
So how is the world going here, working here? Is it sort of an? It seems to me, at least, that you can pretty freely travel anywhere, or is it heavily based on, or is it more of like a linear thing that you must progress from area to area?
it's fairly linear, to be honest.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you have no business to coming to this area after your certain level.
Oh, actually, no, that's not quite true. The game will tend to sort of lead you back and forth, and remember that you do different classes, so you can do you know you play one character and then you play another character, and you'll have to go back to a low level. Well, sorry, the same character but a different class on that character, and you'll have to go back to low level areas to do stuff there. I mean,
Right, but you will be more powerful, I presume, than person that has just one class.
yeah, a bit more powerful. I think. Although, see, I still haven't started on a second class, but you do get
Okay.
some cross-class abilities.
So why don't you have a monk then? Everyone else has some birth.
Oh, that's the thing. Yeah, I need to I need to get my mount. I need to gather currency. Uh,
So that's your quest actually there on the right. My little chocobo.
yeah, that's right. I'm trying to get myself a chocobo.
Right. This is sort of mouthful. Some of these names, at least. I'm not a native English speaker, but I presume they're sort of mouthful for you too.
Yeah.
So how is the translation in general? Is it well done or is it English?
Yeah, the translation's really good.
Okay,
Translation is perfect, yeah.
okay. Oh, that's good to hear.
So,
So this is some sort of starting town then where you are or
yeah, I'm just trying to find, I'm trying to work out how to, I know there is a place I can go to where I can get the seals I need to get my chocobo. Because
right?
I was there earlier, I'm just trying to remember
So is there
where it
some sort of
is.
speed travel here or something? Why are you clicking at the map?
I think this might be it. Yeah, there is speed travel. Hawthorne Huts.
Well, there's a Chopo Keep at least. Chocobo Keep. No, I'm just not pronouncing this right.
No, I think that is right. Chocobo Keep. Chocobo.
Yeah.
That,
Okay, so it's sort of a spell that just transforms you to another area.
yeah, I'm using my teleport and I'm going to another area where I'm hoping to get special types of quests that will give me the special currency that I need to buy a chocobo.
So how many currencies are there in this game?
Loads.
Oh, okay.
Well, I only have two at the moment actually, but I think there are more.
All right. Well, what's the purpose of having multiple currencies here?
Well, for one thing, oh here we go, Grand Company Levy is that's right. Once, there we go. This is a paste box, by the way. This
What's that? A flying balloon?
yeah, it's a Moogle.
Moogle.
A Moogle, yeah. And he's the
Flying kitten. Flying kitten. Oh, oh no.
So basically, why is there more than one currency? Oh no. Why is there more than one currency? It is because you have your normal currency, which is called gil instead of gold. It's gil in this game, which
Right.
you obviously buy stuff with. And then you join an NPC guild, which is called a Grand Company, and you
Right.
do special quests for them, which
Right.
result in you being given special seals, which are currency. Here we go, serpent seals in this case, which are currency which are used by the guild.
Okay, and different guilds use different currency, and
That's right.
it's just some sort of balancing act then, maybe.
Yeah. So I need to get this currency so that I can get myself a chocobo. If that
Okay.
makes sense.
So, then a few questions about the interface. I've been watching it and I don't quite understand what is that mobile thing looking there at the upper right corner next to LT. It looks like something from mobile phone or something.
Oh, I think that's your bandwidth. That's
Oh, right, right. Just how do you have lag or not, right?
yeah, absolutely.
All right, and it seems to be okay. And is 7:15 p.m. Is it? It's your local time, or so?
It's yes, it is.
Is it server local time too? Is
No,
it
no, that's my own local time.
okay?
Well, I don't know where the server is. Server might be in the same country. I don't know.
Okay. Does it seem to have? Is the day and night cycle faster than 24 hours, or
I haven't really noticed. It doesn't get that dark at night. I mean, it is night time
yeah?
now, isn't it? It's got
Because
dark.
yeah, World of Warcraft is about the only game that I think has a one-to-one day and night cycle. Most of the games don't have it, but
I'd
maybe
be pretty.
this has. I don't know.
I'd
It's
be
just
pretty
awesome.
amazed if it actually is a one-to-one night cycle.
I think World of Warcraft had it, if I'm not badly mistaken.
Yeah. Um. So it's an interesting. I'll tell you something about the quest. There are quest givers all around.
Right.
But also there's all sorts of other things you can do. There are these public quests that I've been doing. You can teleport yourself into dungeons and stuff, as you've seen. You can do these funny leave quests, I think they're called, the ones I'm doing now, which you can just sort of repeat over and over if you want to.
Yes.
And the game will actually tell you where to go. It'll give you some hints as to where to go. So there's all these little quests I can do. There's a public quest nearby, it's saying. There's a levy leave quest I can do. There's this, which is a hunting quest, which just involves killing certain types of monsters. There's this, which is dungeons I can go into. I
Alright.
can go into any of these if I like.
Well, the standard quests, other than the demon thing, which we saw, seem to be pretty boring sort so far. I mean, it's just kill X amount of things.
Yeah, most of them are, to be honest. But then, having said that, you have your standard quests, but you also have ongoing story quests. There's two of them mainly. One is just sort of the main storyline.
Yeah, and that seemed to be more interesting, and I presume that was part of the main storyline, the demon thing that we saw, the Ifrit
It
battle.
is, yeah, and also when I first started playing, oh no, you didn't. Yeah, the demon thing is part of the storyline, and I actually need to reach level 23 before I can continue with the storyline. Sadly, and then you have a second storyline which is connected to your class.
Okay.
So, but at the moment, I'm very sorry about this, but I can't do the storyline quests because I need to level before I can continue.
She's so mean. What?
Yeah, this is
It's a quest. This is a quest area at the. Yeah, right. Okay, it's showing it on the map. Right.
oh, okay. So this quest is all about killing this particularly nasty person.
All right.
This will be nice and easy.
Okay.
So
There
as
seems to
a
be quite many of these mystics. At least two, or
well, this is because somebody else has got the same quest as me and has come here to do it.
okay. So the game just multiplies the things
Yeah.
instead of
For
letting
these
other.
for these particular types of quests, it just creates new enemies so that everybody has their own. Yeah.
Okay. And if you're in a party, would it just do one then, or?
So you say that again?
And if you would be in a party, would it then do just one quest, or?
I think these particular quests you cannot do in a party.
Oh, even if you're. Oh, that's interesting because you are in a public domain here.
Yeah, I might be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure that you have to do them solo.
Usually I don't like when game forces you to do some stuff alone, even because it's massive multiplayer game where you're supposed to be able to do them with your friends.
Yeah, I agree. But I mean, once I've got my my
I
chocolate,
mean, I'm all for allowing people to do it by themselves, but it should be also doable with multiple people.
yeah, I agree. I agree.
So, well, while you're still fighting, one more question about the servers. Are they themed in any way? Are there PvP servers, role-playing servers, stuff like that?
No, there are some. This is, I think, this is a sort of unofficial role-playing server here that we're on.
Oh, okay. So it's just a group of people deciding that everyone who role-plays should try this server.
Yes.
Right. Have you met many role-players then?
Well, I don't know. I've met some. Um, a lot of people have sort of, character names that are in keeping with the.
With the lore.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
Right. How am I
So,
doing? Ah, okay. I think I may have enough. I may have enough to get my little chocobo.
it's not that little. I mean, you're tiny, but the first thing probably can eat you.
Yeah, my character's actually normal size. It's just that in this game world, all the trees and stuff are giant.
Yeah. Pull another one. He's a tiny, creepy man. That's it.
He's well, I mean the characters in this game. Should we have a quick look at some of the characters? I've never quite worked out. You can zoom into first-person view, but I don't know how to do it. This is human, dressed in dressed in whatever that is. There's a cat boy there. Big green, Big Dill. He's called a big green ogre type thing. You can see that elf in the hat with the pointy ears. There's an elf.
Ah, right.
So anyway. Oh, this.
So, by the way, what is the function of clothing and items here? Or do they give you some advantages, or are they purely cosmetic?
No, the clothing has stats,
Okay.
and you have to wear. You can't control your appearance. You don't have appearance clothing, or if you get an item that has fantastic stats but looks bad, then you have to wear it, or at least you don't have to wear it.
That's
But,
sort of bit old-fashioned way of doing things, but
yeah, I agree. I agree.
So, why do you think that this game has become so popular now? I mean, it's
I don't
sort of.
know.
I didn't even know it had been released yet. I mean, I haven't been following this game at all.
I don't know. It's strange, isn't it? I mean, obviously, people who played it in beta probably thought it was okay, but
So you think it's word of mouth then?
yeah, I think so. I think so. I'm just trying to.
Obviously, Final Fantasy probably still has a huge following, so that's probably part of it. Is this? I presume this is only PC gamers here, right? It's not connected to Xbox or anything else.
No, it is. It is connected to the PS3.
Oh, so PS3 players are on the same servers as the PC players.
Yes.
Okay,
So,
that could explain. I mean, PS3 doesn't have that many massive multiplayer games to play on.
no, that's true. That's true. Right. So what I've done, I'll just tell you what's happened here. I've done the big story quest, which led to me becoming a member of that grand company, the Serpents, whatever they're called. Um, so then, once you're a member of the grand company, this is the NPC guild, you have to collect whatever they are, seals, a sort of currency, which
Right.
I collected from doing some quests just now in a forest, and I've collected enough seals to buy my Chocobo license.
Yes, it says you exchange 2,000 seals for a serpent chocobo issuance.
That's it. Yeah. And I'm gonna get my own little bird. It's so exciting.
Oh yes, it is. So obvious, you can't even choose the color or anything. You're just getting a bird, or
I don't know.
we'll see. Everything is at least appears to be in order. It's lovely how the keeper has the face mask
Yeah.
of the bird.
Oh, look, he's so handsome, my little character.
Oh, you must give it a name.
Oh, do I have to give it a name? Oh, I do. What should I call my Chocobo?
I don't know much about the lore here, so. Ooh.
I've got no idea either.
So how do you name it? Anyway.
Oh,
Okay, now alright. Now it appears on my screen. Alphabetical concern.
it's not a very role-playing name, but I'll call him Orinoco. Oh no, where's he going? Okay.
At least your bird did like your name.
Yeah.
It would be sort of sad if your bird wouldn't like the name you gave it to it. So now we're close, very close of getting it.
Absolutely. Right, here we go. So I use the whistle. Actually, I just use the whistle once, and then I get the ability to summon my Chocobo. Now, in theory, you can get a whole range of different mounts,
Right.
but I don't know how to get them.
Right, I presume they're later on. What level are you anyway? I didn't pay attention.
I am 22.
22.
Yeah.
You're quite far.
Yeah, absolutely.
Have you played much? How fast is the leveling here?
Oh, it's okay. It's
Okay, so it doesn't feel too much like grinding, although the quests seem to be bit plain in nature, at least, the ones I've seen, with the exception of the story quest. Not that the other MMOs do much better, but
the quests
it's a
are
bit
okay.
different.
The quests are okay. Well, in fairness, the quests that you saw me doing are the lev quests, which are kind of very basic. I mean, let's see if we can find a different quest to do. First of
Right.
all,
But
I'm gonna
we haven't seen you riding your mount yet.
look at that. Look at this guy. He's got a look at him. He's
And
got an
you're under
amazing
his
mount.
stress. Oh.
No, that's his mount. I'm gonna feel really embarrassed now. I've just got a tiny little chocobo, and he's got one of those.
So that's mechanical chocobo or whatever.
Yeah. There we go.
Yeah, well. What level is he? Can you
Oh,
see
that
his
guy.
level? You can't see his level?
Oh, he's only 21. He's lower level than me, and he's got a big amount. Oh no! How did he do that? I feel like a failure. Oh, it's possible he's 21 on that particular class.
Oh, right.
Yes.
So it's only the class that's active for him.
You're really missing out here, and I'll tell you why. It is playing the Chocobo music, which you wouldn't recognise because you don't play Final Fantasy, but
So
there's
I'm not missing anything then.
there you are. There's a special Chocobo song. It's really good.
Okay. Alright.
Right. Just need to level up a bit more. Let's get a bit more questing in.
So on fighting side it seems very obvious what you can do, but I saw a few people mining there, so what is the crafting like here?
You basically level up crafting and gathering skills such as mining in the same way that you level up your class, your fighting, your combat class skills.
So you have to go and mine the rock for 20 hours and then you hit level 20 miner or something, or
Yeah, I'm not sure how you do it, to be honest. I haven't actually done much crafting, but the crafting is there are classes, so it's you have to do you have to level up the mining, the crafting classes the same as you level up the combat classes.
okay. And I presume you basically just do things for yourself, or is there some sort of marketplace here you can go and sell your stuff?
Yeah, there is a marketplace in the main town.
Okay. So is there anything like housing here? Like Arkenhates, there was
Oh, there is
housing?
housing. You got.
Oh,
I actually forgot. I do have a house.
you have a house and well, let's see your house then.
Well, it's all instanced. It's not in the actual world.
Well,
Oh
let's
no,
see
it's
it
not a
anyway.
house. It's okay. Wait a second. Let me just do this.
So you have a house or you don't have a house?
Uh, it's a room. It's an in room. I'll show
Oh,
you.
let's see your in room then.
Okay, let me just finish this. Let me just try
All
and
right.
find the.
When did you, by the way, send your bird away?
When I spoke to that
Oh,
person who gave me the quest.
so it just happens that it's automatically sent. Can you,
No,
by the
no,
way,
no.
fight on a mount?
No.
Okay, so it just dismisses the mount when combat happens.
Yeah.
No, there was actually some person talking there. I mean, most of the time it seems it's fairly quiet, not many people speaking. Everyone's busy questing.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Right, I'm just going to finish this quest. I'm going to
Oh,
deliver
so
this item to the person who wants me to deliver it to.
just say it's dyslexia.
And then I will show you the in-room. And also you can rent...
So, when you gain more levels, skills, and I suppose wealth, will you be able to upgrade that room to something else, or can you
I
get a
don't know.
house or something?
I don't know.
Okay. So this dyslexia is some sort of a sprite, spirit.
What? So what's this dyslexia?
Yeah, I'm just wondering what she is. I suppose she's some sort of fairy.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, she does look a bit like a sort of fairy of some kind. A nature spirit of some kind. Um,
Yeah, looks like a Teletubbies. Yeah.
you can actually acquire hirelings. You can acquire employees. But I'm not sure I know how.
Okay.
There you go, active help. Oh, here we go, hiring a retainer. Right. So,
So they cost something, or?
yeah, they do. Let's go and have a look. I'll show you the shopping area and the housing and the retainer.
Okay.
I haven't really...
So are we going to the main town or something?
There are three main towns, but this is my sort of where I like to live. This is my main town.
So this is one of the three.
Yeah,
Okay. New Cryedania.
absolutely. And then after this, we'll go on a little airship ride. Airships are cool.
Okay. So this is sort of very close to the nature sort of place.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what this is.
Are the other two towns very different?
Yeah, the other two are completely different.
Okay. So this is sort of is this your people's town, or is this elf town, or what is this?
Well, you actually start off, they're all sort of mixed race, so to speak. It's not determined by the race you play, it's by the class you play. Different towns
Okay.
have guilds for different classes.
Right. Can you sit on the chair? By the way, that's one of those tests that you have to do in these games.
I can't sit on a chair now, I'm afraid.
Uh, can you jump on the chair and see and do sitting animation?
I don't know.
Or type sit or something. I don't know. I presume there's emotes in this game.
Oh yeah. Oh, it does seem to work. That's quite good, isn't it?
Oh yeah. There we go. We learned something new. You
Absolutely.
creepy old man is sitting.
That's actually pretty cool. I'm trying to work out how to hire a retainer.
Right. Is your room in this inn? I mean, I presume this is an inn.
Yeah. So Parnell.
So should we go to your room before you hire anything, or?
No, it'd be better to hire the retainer first. But
Okay.
I have no idea where the NPC is. I need to find an NPC called Parnell to hire a retainer.
All right.
Is that all good though? Attire to an in-room. Now, whether you ever actually get a house of your own, I don't know, but you can go into this inn room.
Okay.
You can store things in here.
Let's see. Well,
I haven't, but you can do.
quite a large room. It has even a fountain there. So, what function does your own room have? Can you decorate it?
I don't know.
At least you can store stuff. Apparently, it's some sort of bank for your character.
You can replay cutscenes.
Okay.
You can store items.
Right.
You can sleep on the bed, and if you do sleep on the bed, then you
Then what? Hello.
then you get an XP bonus.
Okay, so now we're getting some sort of cutscene here.
Yeah, this is a cutscene that I've witnessed in the past, but you can replay them by looking in your diary, which is in your room.
Right, well that's nice.
Yeah. Lots of little people here.
Oh yes.
Okay, that's enough of this cutscene though. Yeah, you can sleep on the bed. Well, if you log out on the bed, then it counts as sleeping on it. You can summon your retainer.
Right. Can you invite your friends over, or how does this work?
I don't know. I've got no idea.
And no idea about if you can furnish your in-room in any way.
Well, I've never seen anything that looks like furniture.
Okay. So what's the function of the well there? Is it just decoration or?
Oh, of the bell.
Well, the well. The fountain.
Oh, where's that? Oh
Isn't
yeah,
there one
that's
in,
just for decoration, yeah.
Okay, no function.
No.
Can you jump in it? Can you destroy it?
You can't actually jump on it, no.
Hmm.
Yeah, I haven't really got to grips with housing yet. I'm sure it must be even more useful than it looks, but I'm not sure how.
Right.
Let's go and have a look at the shops very quickly.
So basically the town has inn and few shops and that's it, or does it have other functions?
Oh no, it has other functions. It has the guilds for all the different classes.
So the guilds basically offer training or something for the classes, or?
Yeah, the guild's where you need to go to join a new class, and once you're in a new class, they give you quests, and I think you can buy raw materials for crafting as well.
Okay.
We need to find something called Parnell. Parnell will allow me to find a retainer.
Okay,
I've
well,
just-
maybe there's something downstairs, or where does
There, downstairs is the airship, and we'll go down there in a minute. But
it? Okay.
first of all, I thought I'd show you the trading area. And the trading area, I suspect, might be where I can find a retainer.
All right. So is that are those blue dots sort of more marking for a new area or something?
Mhm.
So whenever you cross those, you know it's going to load.
Absolutely, absolutely.
I know that many modern games still do it, but I would wish that the games would be, you know, sort of one big consistent word without this
Yeah.
in-between loadings.
That would be nice.
I mean, there are some good examples of that, but apparently all the game engines are not capable of that, I suppose.
So here's some NPC. Oh, what's this on the notice board? It's quite a complex game actually. There's a lot to it. Ah, so this seems to be the broker or the auction house, whatever you want to call it.
Ah, right.
I don't think I'm going to buy anything, but let's just see if there's anything for me. Conjurers.
And I presume when you take many classes, you can then take equipment fitting for that class. Or how does it work?
Yes, absolutely.
But do you have to change your outfit when you change your class or something?
Yes, because you will be too low level to.
Okay, so you have to store your other items somewhere and then change to a new outfit just for the new class.
It's quite easy to do though, because you actually have a huge inventory. You can just store loads and loads of.
Okay, but you just have to remember what is.
No, you can do it automatically.
Okay, so you can sort of have sets.
Yeah.
This
So,
set. Okay.
for example, I'll just delete this. So I save my current set, my conjurer set.
Okay. Right. Ah, that's handy. That's good. That is a good feature.
How do you like his hat?
So he basically has the head of the post office cat.
Yeah, he has a little.
So did he kill a
hat.
post office cat or something?
Kill it? No, of course not. Why would he do that?
I don't know. He has the top of his skull.
Those aren't hats. Those are Moogles.
Oh.
Moogles are traditional Final Fantasy characters. Ah, here's Panel. Okay, Panel, I want you to sell me a retainer. Yes.
Oh, quite many people here.
Okay, I'm going to hire a retainer. I have no idea what a retainer is going to do, apart from just, oh. No, okay, we're going to make a character. I'm going to make my own retainer.
Oh, that's nice. Instead of everyone having the same looking retainer, it's good that you can customize him or her.
Absolutely. Should we, that's a bit, oh my god, look at that. That's just ridiculous.
So you can basically have anything. So it's basically making a new character.
Yeah.
So we can, get to look at the character creation if this is, the same.
Absolutely, although they seem to wear ridiculous clothing. Look at this. This is the same as you get when you actually make a new character, yeah.
But the clothing is different.
The clothing is, yeah.
Oh, it's interesting. Well, you're not going with an elf, are you?
Well, do you think that's a bad idea?
Of course it is.
Okay, what should I go with?
Let's go with human.
Okay. Well, I seem to have completely,
There's lots of customizing choices there. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, it's just, it's good to show. You can definitely do a very different looking characters with this. And all of those things that are listed can be customized individually.
Absolutely. So, we'll make a human. Do you want male or female?
Let's go with female. Why not? You can't trust the elves, can you? I mean,
Never trust an elf.
yeah.
Blimey.
And this will give us a good excuse to show another race too. So you are the humans.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, basically. Muscle tone.
Let's go with the Highlander because you need a strong sidekick.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've gone with the.
You went with the Midlander. I mean, it would have been a good contrast to have a tall human and you're a tiny creepy man.
Okay, let's have a Amazonian. Your feed is a few seconds behind mine. I've noticed. It seems to be.
Yeah. Unfortunately, so. I mean, it can't be helped.
Okay, but we're going to have a sort of Amazonian, terrifying.
Terrible Amazon that's dressed like a schoolgirl.
Well, yeah, she does seem to be dressed a little bit like a.
Oh, well, I don't know how to describe this outfit. Okay, she will be very tall. It'll be interesting to see how how they compare to each other. But I think you will be only to probably to her knee level or something.
So I'm basically designing my own personal servant here. This is
There seems to be lots of important customization options there.
yeah, absolutely. This is kind of wrong in many ways, isn't it? This is just a sort of yeah, it's wrong.
Well, your old creepy small guy is wrong too, so it's a combination.
Do you think she should have purple hair?
Well, you go with your own taste.
Okay.
There's lots of choices there, huh?
Oh yeah, loads of choices. Yeah.
So can you actually color the tattoos or paintings or whatever is on her face?
Yep, you can do.
All right.
I'm creating a sort of a monster here, really.
Your monster needs to have a strong jaw. Not huge differences with eyes there.
No.
There's actually some sort of clothing options there too. If you notice on the bottom right, there's the attire. There is retainer and then
That doesn't actually change her clothing. That only changes what you can see. I'll show you in a minute because
okay.
I know you're gonna like this.
The she will be on her underwear, won't she?
Well, I know you want to see.
Well, it's definitely better than seeing your gnome on his underwear. So interesting tattoos there. Or painting, face painting, yeah, face paint. Yeah.
Absolutely. There we go. Right, so you can make a do with mates. She's looking around. And I know you wanted to see her in her small clothes, so I just think it's awful. I think you're a terrible person. So there you go. Your feed. You'll have to wait a second or two to see this, but
Yeah, it's still behind here. It's taking a while. All right. So what's the function of this?
well, it's just if you're an evil pervert like you and you want to see them in their underwear.
Okay, I mean, what's the function for that in character creation? I mean.
It's if you want to see what your character looks like without any clothes.
All right, yeah, tattoos and stuff like that too, right?
Oh, what? Has this not worked? Oh. Okay.
There seems to be some sort of fireworks outside. I hope it's not interfering with the voice.
Oh, no. You sound fine.
Okay. Don't know why they're having fireworks here. Not a special day by any means.
Right. Okay. I've got no idea at all what
So can we see your? Oh, okay, all right, you're selected. I'm
I
a
think
few seconds behind, so sorry.
yeah, it's okay. I think that probably I still don't know what exactly she does, to be honest. I think I can give her items. I think if I want to sell an item on the broker, I give it to her, and then she goes off and sells it.
So they're not a combat people?
No, they don't fight for you. No.
Well, that's interesting. I thought that these were sort of, your hired help for combat or something.
No, they don't fight for you. They just do stuff in the marketplace.
So that's their only function.
Well, I don't know. You can also summon them in your house. I don't know what goes on there.
Oh, that's interesting.
Well, let's go on a little trip on a airship because those are always fun.
Right. Your video, by the way, is lacking a bit right now.
Oh yeah, I can see that. I'm gonna close down the Twitch feed, I think, and then restart it.
Oh.
That may help. Don't go away. Don't go away. Yep, here we go. Still seems a bit laggy. I've got no idea what's wrong. Well, I'll just show you the airship, right? And,
So it's to the airship now then.
Absolutely, absolutely. Um,
It's very lucky for me. I hope the actual video will be better.
yeah, the video will be fine because we're doing it on Fraps. I'll just show you this, just as a grand finale to our adventures. You go on an airship and it's a nice little scene.
Okay, and this you can go to the other main cities or where does
Yep.
so we'll see the next city then.
Mhm.
I can't really see this business working for them. They're just taking one person and flying.
Yeah, it's not very cost effective.
No.
Very long loading screen.
Yeah. I did like the traveling a lot more better in arcades. I mean, it was more involved.
Well, I don't think you've ever seen, but I was playing Arcade and I discovered it does actually have airships where there's none of this sort of loading screens. You just
Mm.
fly. You just
Yeah, I didn't see airships, but I saw the ground vehicles and stuff like that.
yeah. Well, I mean the airships are similar. The airships they actually just
Fly around.
yeah. I mean
Oh,
it's
that's nice. I mean, and I did like the ships on water too. So
yeah. No, I'm really looking forward to Arcade, but
yeah,
who knows when it's going to come out.
right. Yeah,
So here,
definitely needs to be the English version.
yeah, I've been playing it in Korean. I've been playing the Korean version, but oops, come on, take us up.
So now you're in a big city then.
Absolutely. Well,
Is this the capital?
no, I think it might be actually. I don't know. I think the capital, if there is a capital, is another city.
Okay. Well, you're supposed to know this stuff. I mean, you're the Final Fantasy expert here.
Yeah, I know, but the lore is different in all the games, and I'm still not. I'm still getting used to the lore in this particular version of Final Fantasy. But as you can see, or maybe you can't see it, but as soon as it loads up, this city is very different to the sort of tree natural city that we were just in. It has a very different sort of atmosphere.
It looks a bit more medieval.
Yeah. The third city is the one that is most obviously
Okay, now you're outside. Okay, sort of port city here. So.
yeah.
Ah, it's sort of built inside the rock.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
That's
slight medieval influence, but yeah, it's still pretty fantastic. Yeah.
yeah. The other one is more obviously. So here we are outside. Oh, I like this. This actually looks really nice. Gonna get on my truck and ride around. Haven't explored this area very much because you see the mobs were all level 1 and level 2, and my starting area was not here.
Okay. So
It
this is
does.
probably starting area for the Urk people at least. Oh,
Well,
what's that? What is that big thing on the left?
that's some of these mounts. You're looking at these big sort of massive green frog things. Oh no, it's a monster. But you can actually ride them. People do sometimes ride them. They get them
Oh,
as mounts, like chocobos.
okay. I'm not sure, but I think the lag between you playing and me seeing has increased during our play session.
Yes, maybe there's some internet issue, I don't know. But I think we've seen quite a lot of this game. Well, I mean, I've been playing
Yeah,
it anyway, but you've seen quite a lot. But
yeah. I think this gives a good sort of overall view of the game.
Hmm.
Hopefully I managed to ask all the important questions at least.
I think you asked all the important questions, all the major questions. You definitely asked them.
And
But
if I didn't, remember to comment in the video.
you can definitely comment on the video.
And if it's a good comment, I think you might even reply. Will you?
I do sometimes reply yes, although I've
And if it's really good, I mean, nothing prevents us from doing further videos if there's some area in this game that should be explored a bit more.
absolutely. I think that's a very good point. The more videos, the better. What are your thoughts though on this? Because I've been trying to get you to play this. In fact, I tried to get you to play all these games, and you was a bit reluctant. But are you going to rush out and buy a copy of Final Fantasy XIV?
I don't think so. I mean, I think it's more likely that I will try Arcade than this game.
Yeah, well, Arcade is just going to be fantastic.
I mean, this is. I mean, it's all nice, but it's sort of, to me, it's not really separating itself from your normal MMOs.
Mm. Yeah, fair enough.
But Arsenal seems interesting, as I'm still interested, of course, in Shroud of Avatar as well.
Shroud of the Avatar, that looks interesting on the horizon. I saw some footage of Shroud of the Avatar. It really looks like Ultimate Online. It looks so similar to Ultimate Online.
Yeah, the viewpoint wasn't the same, but
Well, even things like they showed they showed somebody chopping a tree, and the tree would become a sort of a loot container, and you had to physically drag the branches out of the tree loot container and into your backpack, which is something I haven't seen since Ultima Online. I mean,
well, you didn't have to do it in Ultima Online. It just appeared in your backpack after.
did it?
Yep.
Oh well, on this game you have to actually drag it over.
But yeah, well, will be interesting to see how that will do. I mean, hard to say yet.
And at some point in the future, we're all looking forward to EverQuest next.
Yes. So
Oh,
that's
look at this.
next.
I've just discovered this it's called a wild jackal, this poor little mangy beast. Oh, that's so sad, it's feeling horrible. But you're not going to be playing Final Fantasy XIV. Well, that's a shame, but no surprise, because I know you're very fussy about the games that you play.
Well, have to choose where I spend my time. I mean, these games just demand so much of your time if you're going to invest on one of these games. I tend to be a bit picky with which ones to take the time to play.
Every person I see who has a mount, they all have a bigger mount than me. They all make my mounts look rubbish.
Maybe you just get small mounts because you're a small, creepy man.
Oh, that. I suppose that could be possible. Right, I think. Oh, I do like the scenery in this area, though. I think we've seen enough of Final Fantasy for now. So thank you very much, everybody, for watching, and do leave a comment. And you can also, as well as leaving a comment on the YouTube site, you can leave a comment on our website, which is www.frogfear.com. That's no, it's not. It's frogfear.com, frogfear.com. So please do visit us there and leave your thoughts there, or just leave your thoughts right here if you're watching us on YouTube. Tell us what you think. Thank you very much for listening, and so goodbye. My name has been Palmer.
And thank you for my behalf, and I guess be seeing you.